So the question is like, how many profiles do you have in the specific scenario that you were referring to? It was an individual that had a more creative side that they had a profile for, and then they had obviously their professional identity. So the short answer is there's really no rule. But then my advice and my recommendation is to keep profiles to just one. Um, and in this scenario where I don't know if it's a friend or someone you know personally or whatever the case may be, I would actually challenge that person or advise that person to consolidate everything into one, right? Because for whatever reason they're highlighting that, maybe it's for future job prospects or whatever the case may be. The thing is, when recruiters or hiring managers are looking at your profile, they want to see that you're a well-rounded individual, that there's more to you than just the work that you do, because we're not robots at the end of the day, right? So like I'd mentioned, like for me, I also have a podcast that I work on weekends. That's kind of like my side hustle, but that's not something that I've created a separate profile for. That's
Mm.
housed on my main profile, right? And actually, just funny enough, for today, I had a conversation with a manager that I'm trying to basically schmooze, if you will, and that was one of the things that stood out in our conversation. Like that was one thing that he highlighted. He was like, "I didn't know you were on a podcast," because it was something that I recently added. And then yeah, we started like talking about that. Like that's kind of like my side passion, right? That's something that I kind of do on the side. So I wouldn't create multiple profiles. I would just keep one because there's only one of you, and the same rule applies with your profiles.